Hello, everybody. I'm Brianna. This is Purified People, and just a quick one today. I've spent a lot of time out in nature these last couple of days, thank goodness, because that is where everything exists and everything is in the present moment, and everything just is. And this whole other world of chaos and control and just terror and greed, it doesn't even exist when I'm out in that world. And I'm so thankful to be where I'm at on the map, to be able to have the freedom to be able to go out and just really enjoy nature and absorb it, and just have it be what it is, and just soak it into every cell of my body. Because once I get back, one thing, I start to notice is when I'm out in nature, I realize that my creative side comes out and my intuition, and then along with being on a healthy diet, just everything from the earth brings me joy, and it brings me that synergistic, abundant feeling. And then I come back to town, and I'm currently living in a house that's in a central location. There's quite a bit of traffic in front of my house, which I'm not huge on. I'm thankful for this home that I'm in, but I'm not huge on being in the middle of this town or middle of a city where there's a lot of cars or people walking by. I like to be out and away from everything. But not only that, then we have this digital world, and to me, the technology behind the internet and the technology behind all of it, the technology behind crypto, all of it, they're one of the most incredible inventions. And they are the most incredible inventions of our time. They are ways, if you look at it in a specific way, they are ways that are time traveling, because you are saving on that time that it would take to talk to somebody from the other side of the world. And you're doing that with the use of energy, with the use of airwaves. And it's absolutely incredible that we have this technology. And it's taken for granted. And we are in a place, and we are all on different parts of the map, but where I live, we're in a place where we have quite a bit of freedom. And it's what we do with this freedom that helps to, that's going to develop the outcomes of one portion. There's always that control, that government that comes in, but the laws and regulations you can't get around. But there's also actions that can be taken with our freedoms. And many of us, and I would say most of us, at least what I see, take it for granted and still kind of allow that outside world to control their thoughts, control their habits. That media gets really in people's brains, to where this digital reality becomes their reality, and the trends and the hype and the just everything reality type TV stuff gets into people's minds as the reality. And within that reality, there's a lot of greatness. Within the digital reality, there's a lot of greatness. And that's why I'm saying I believe it's the greatest invention. But within it, there is a lot of noise, and there's a lot of shallow thinking, and not a lot of deep conscious thought. And maybe the reason why it seems that way is because the people who thrive on that or dwell on that or thrive to be in the spotlight are the noisiest ones, and they create the most headlines, the most ads, the most products that are disposable and meaningless, just to claim their place in the spotlight, just to draw in attention, that neediness. And that's why I'm getting to my point here. But it's one big reason why I had my huge aha moment when it came to crypto and decentralized finance, is that I feel that we have this incredible, if not the most incredible invention right here, right now, in front of us, where everybody in the world who has access to the internet and a smartphone has access to being their own banker. We forget that there's many people who do not have access to banking all over the world. So this provides them with that. And we're able to connect all around the world and globally, and it provides opportunity for everybody to develop and innovate within this space, this brand new digital space, this brand new digital world. It's beyond belief. It's beyond what we can fathom. The opportunities that lie, it's infinite opportunity. So this is why I come to my thoughts and why Purified People was put into action pretty strongly, because it's been on the back burner for a few years. But this was the final piece of the puzzle, because with Purified People, I see this as being the masters of every area of our life. So really putting in that effort into self-mastery. And what self-mastery brings is personal confidence, personal growth, and understanding of our higher purpose. And it brings us clarity, our own thoughts from within, and our motivation and drive to be able to act on and trust our path to be able to develop and create what we want to create in this life. And how great is that to have in collaboration with this new technology? Many people look at this new technology with fear, and there's definitely reason to have fear. There's definitely reason to acknowledge that this could, that greed and corruption exists everywhere in every system. But the way that I see it with Purified People is really getting to the roots. We can't just keep putting Band-Aid upon Band-Aids upon things and expect them to make a real difference. It's not until we get to the root of these problems that we see in our world today that we will start to see massive change, and true massive change. And that true massive change takes time. And it takes, can you turn that down, please? It takes time and patience. It takes trust and it takes faith. And it takes community and collaboration and support and transparency and authenticity. And when you combine all of those things along with persistence and great effort and action, then we will see real progression on a mass level and ideas and innovations that we could never imagine. And that will all come down to the fact that and what comes with self-mastery is the fact that it removes the greed. It removes the need to feed the ego. And it isn't until people start to experience this on a mass level, a mass scale, that they'll understand it. And once you turn on that switch, there's no going back. There's no wanting to go back from living a conscious life that's clean and pure and purified. So the goals with Purified People, and I'm continuing on this with trust and faith that this is going to play out in the way that I can see it, in the way that I want it to, because I really feel that it has the potential to touch everybody on the globe who chooses to be a part of it. And I haven't gone into the further details. I'm not quite there to be talking about that, even though it's all here. I talk about it with my close circle. But it's, like I said, it's a way to remove that fear and greed and corruption and allow this amazing invention to play out in a solid way, with many people coming from an authentic standpoint. And with that, we will start to see some true beauty, and it's a way to overcome that other side. And it's along with that great invention, I believe it deserves it. It deserves to have that purity of mind to be innovating in that space. So those are just my thoughts for today. And yeah, that's it for today. I'm going to go back out and I'm going to get back in nature and just appreciate that and soak it up and bring that energy into what I'm working on here when I get back to town, back to the city, and just continue on day by day and overcome all the obstacles in the way. And I thank you guys for all being here and listening, and I'll be back here tomorrow. So